Hello and greetings everyone, here from Auckland, New Zealand, from a country far, far away from most of the rest of the world. Currently behind the wheel on my way onto the motorway, which is already very busy at not even 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You might be surprised which vehicle I'm in and why and how this is different to previous videos, as all of those were about the company Witcher, their VR glasses, as well as their neckband and certain other accessories. So those products I'm still using, still enjoying, but I thought I'd throw something a little bit different into the mix. This is also technology related, however in a different field. So this one is about automotive. It's about the company BYD, and this one is the first BYD pickup truck, or as known and referred to in Australia and New Zealand as a ute. Many of you will be familiar with the more standard pickup trucks, like the, thank you for showing up right next to us, the Holden Colorado. But then Holden has been discontinued in Australia and New Zealand, so this is one of the last examples still on the road, but that's the more traditional ute or pickup truck, as many of you will be familiar with, operated by mainly diesel engines. However, we do have the likes of the Fords, where the Ford Ranger is mainly diesel operated. However, we also have the Ford Ranger Raptor, which is a petrol powered V6 high performance pickup truck. But the one that I'm in now, behind the wheel, is this, what they refer to here in New Zealand as the BYD Shark 6. So the Shark 6 is a pickup truck which combines a 4-cylinder supercharged petrol engine with an almost 30 kilowatt hour blade battery from BYD. So it's effectively a hybrid that is capable of traveling like I am currently doing. You would see that it's on EV, fully electric, accelerating, driving at motorway speeds, well, fairly slow at the moment, like 40 to 50 kilometers per hour. On the motorway, so ability to drive fully electric. Current state of charge is 74%. Once it's 100%, it says, according to BYD, that it gives you about 100 kilometers range. I would be more conservative and realistic, saying that the range will be between 70 and 80 kilometers. However, considering the type of vehicle, the very first time BYD is building this type of vehicle in this kind of configuration, it is very acceptable and super impressive to have a range, a realistic range of 70 to 80 kilometers fully electric. At any time you can change with the press of a button. You can change to HEV, a hybrid electric vehicle, where the vehicle determines itself when it is the smartest to utilize the petrol engine and when it is better to be fully electric. When you're traveling at speed on the motorway, it is generally best to utilize the engine, the fuel operated engine, more than the motors. because you overall get a better economy out of it. But in the HEV mode, the vehicle itself determines what is the best ratio, what's the best way of driving, considering a mix of battery operated and fuel powered. The Shark, in addition to the fuel engine and the blade battery, it is equipped with not just one but two electric motors, one in the front, one in the rear, thereby providing a significant amount of torque and power delivery. The official figure from BYD, from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, 5.7 seconds. This is like Ranger Raptor territory, really giving the Ford a run for its money. So far, I have to admit, I have not yet tried it. There's a couple of reasons for this. One being the break-in period. Yes, I was a bit of a nerd and I read the manual for the car even before I took delivery of the vehicle. And it states that during the first 2,000 kilometers, it should be driven on HEV, hybrid electric vehicle mode, thereby utilizing the engine, breaking everything in. And also one should be very careful with not requesting the full power and performance from the vehicle. So it should be mainly driven in eco mode, in hybrid electric vehicle setup, which I have done, and now I'm at 2,387 kilometers. So I am officially past the break-in period, which means that officially I'm allowed to well, not allowed, but I'm more at liberty of changing the setup. So changing it from economy to normal, or then even to sport, thereby requesting the vehicle to provide more power and performance alike. However, as you can see, current driving situation in and around Auckland is very slow, quite congested. Yes, we are still moving. However, it is plenty of traffic and lots of cars on the road, thereby not being able to utilize the power unless you want to be reckless, and I'm definitely standing back from that. So want to make sure that I keep myself and others on the road safe, and the car in a pristine order, just to really make sure looking after all and everyone involved. So far, what can I say about the vehicle? I received delivery, took delivery on the 15th of January, so now it's the 11th of February. I'm close to 1 month into the ownership experience. It has been very smooth and very enjoyable. However, it came with its challenges and certainly some adjustments also, especially in regards to frequency of charging, when to charge, how to charge, and so on. But also really getting to terms with all that this vehicle has to offer, because there's so many settings. If you go into the setup, there's plenty of settings. At the moment, the vehicle is still on the delivery software version 1.0, so it has not yet been upgraded to the next version, and I have not yet had a notification that I can upgrade. So I'm still waiting for this. Apparently BYD is phasing it out, so slowly, only a couple of vehicles at a time. I would have thought that almost 1 month in there would be an update, because there is some talk on certain forums that the next version is available, but so far not yet on my system. The other thing that I had to wait for was the full data allowance of 2 gigabytes, because when I took delivery of the vehicle, it only came with a tiny 500 megabytes, and you will be laughing, but I used it up on the very first day purely by tapping the update on the apps and making sure my integrated maps feature is working, because that required an update and to have that linked, and that required data, and within no time I was out of data. I had used up my 500 megabyte, and I had to wait until the 1st of February to get my first full official data allowance that comes with the car at no extra cost of 2 gigabytes. So it's 2 gigabytes per month of data allowance. So that data allowance is used for you can use for Spotify, for Amazon Music, for other apps that are included, including the browser. So you do have a browser included as one of the apps, which you can utilize to access YouTube, to access information from the web, which can be useful, but the car needs to be stationary and in park. Otherwise, the system will not allow the use of the browser, nor the YouTube if you access it. So it will not play. Yeah. In regards to the vehicle so far, I have been able to just daily mainly use fully electric drive, like as I'm in at the very moment. Charge by now has reduced to 68%, but that's not an issue at all. So I try and top up once a day just to make sure I keep charge, and I can operate a vehicle mostly fully electric. Speaking of fully electric, if I were to use the trip meter, my trip distance in HEV, hybrid electric vehicles, 557 kilometers out of the 2,300 odd kilometers driven to date, where my electric vehicle driving trip is 1,835. So this number shows you what on one hand this vehicle is capable of if you charge it, maintain its charge, and use it in the full EV mode. So yeah, quick side note, currently entering Auckland City with the Sky Tower in sight. Speed is reducing to 40 based on speed limit regulations that they've introduced. I think it was last year. So really just adjusting and going with the flow with traffic and what's allowed to avoid any potential fines. The other thing to always be mindful of, and in and around Auckland, are bus lanes. Bus lanes are notorious for kind of showing up when you don't least expect them. At least by now they are nicely visible, being green, same as the cycle lanes, marked in green color. But if you do use a bus lane when you're not supposed to, when it's dedicated to buses only, it's $150 hefty fine. So not nice at all. So yeah, but really just wanted to share a little first impression, give you a glimpse of some new tech that I decided to purchase and have access to, and I will be taking you along this journey to talk about my experiences with the vehicle, talk about different features in detail and so on, but this one was just a brief introduction to tell you what's about to come. And thank you so much for giving me company while in traffic. It's always nice to have company while commuting. And I'm now turning into this car park heading to the gym, so I'm off, and I'll see you again soon. And as always, my videos are a one-off, one take, no cut, no editing. So hope you enjoyed it, and videos can only get better as I progress, as I will learn. So please do provide feedback. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, what I can improve, what you're interested in, what you want to see, and I'll try and make that happen. Until next time, you take care. Bye-bye.